Hi, it's Valerie and welcome to your OT Coaching Tune-Up. I recently had a conversation with a client that really helped me to look at our habits. And I think it's interesting because we might know what it is and we might be conscious enough to know, hey, I want to move in this direction and I know that I want this and I'm super clear now and this is the work that I've been doing and I've been reading the books and I've been going to the workshops. And so we might be on one track. The thing is that it's also important to recognize that, wait a minute, you have patterns, habits inside of you for 20, 30, sometimes 40 years. So it's really allowing ourselves the time and space to see when those habits might creep in and are we being aware. So an example is that in this client that I was working with, she was married for 25 years, which is a significant amount of time, meaning also that when she met her husband at the time, they were in their early 20s, and the 20s, as you know, are a lot about discovering who you are and finding out, who you are, even though we're kind of always doing that to some level. That those are the juicy years. And so 25 years later, here she is dating. She doesn't really know how to date. It's a little uncomfortable for her, and she's also a very committed person. She was in a relationship for 25 years, extremely committed. And so now when she starts to date, she's like, I'm an all or nothing person. And so she dives in full force, all in, and she's fully committed. And the thing is that in this past relationship, in her past marriage, she compromised herself a lot. She gave up a lot. She wasn't being met, and she kind of just kept rationalizing it, bending a lot, meeting a lot, that she came out of the relationship extremely depleted, and so on and so forth. So now what she gets to do is she gets to watch those patterns in a relationship. So after the honeymoon phase of a recent relationship she's in, 3 months, now they're in the 6-month period and stuff starts to come up. And what I started to ask her to look at was that her belief around the all or nothing. Why is that what's true? Can she still be all in and also allow herself to be in the discovery phase of being within relationship? So even though, right, if you don't know how to date, which a lot of us don't, right, it's like, how can we acknowledge that there are phases in a relationship? I like to think of it as go through every season. Go through 4 seasons with somebody. And that way you get to really see who they are, how they show up, and allow yourself to discover. Doesn't mean you can't be committed in it, but it also is an opportunity to see, where's my footing? And am I going back to my old habits of bending here, rationalizing there, putting them first? And I use the example of relationships is because I feel like it's something that we can all relate to. We can relate that to that in an intimate relationship as well as in friendships. Think about friendships in your life where you're just habitually patterned to do certain things and all of a sudden find yourself you're surrounded with or spending a lot of time with people where you don't feel fueled and met. And so instead, when we put ourselves out there and allow ourselves to be authentically who we are, it's also allowing that time and that space to see and ask the questions, am I being met? Do I feel fueled? Do I feel seen? Do I feel held within this relationship? And those are great things to look at, especially the more conscious we become. Because we are ultimately, even though yes, we can love and yes, we can show up and all those things, we're also very much meeting ourselves. So give yourself the opportunity to step into these new ways of being, to try on these aspects of being aware, of taking risks and all of those things, and watch your habits and your patterns. Because if you want to move forward and you're wondering why you keep taking all these steps back, just start to get curious of, where am I not allowing space to see what's really going on? Or am I going into some old story of, well, this is how it should be, and this is how it should look, or this is how I am, and this is how I always am. And ask yourself even the quality question of, how true is that really to who I am in present time? It's really fabulous work. It's really deep, and it's super yummy. And the best part is you just keep returning back to you and just being you in those moments. So it's practice. So have fun, enjoy, definitely share this with your friends, especially friends that are going through a lot of transitions even within relationships or trying something new. Of course, feel free to leave any comments below, and we definitely look forward to hearing from you and expect great things.